Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Dearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this a brand new day. And remember, no matter who you are valid. Thumbs up for that. It is a brand new day. It has rained this morning. I went out with my tablet to record some fields out there. Got that done. But as I was coming back, I was getting lightly misted on. So there's clouds and non-clouds. It's windy. And it's supposed to be kind of chill, maybe in the high 60s. So I do have some video of when I was out there, so hopefully I'll be able to show all that. And I ate some salt and vinegar potato chips, and so my lips may be bothering me soon because, you know, salt draws fluid out of cells, and with your mucous membranes, the stuff inside your mouth, when that happens, your skin dies. I mean, your body makes more, but that means you've got a whole bunch of dead skin. So hopefully I won't have sheets of dead skin. Yay. But also, what happened yesterday? I had my med manager appointment. Now, because I've only tried Ritalin, we can't immediately jump to Vyvanse. You gotta take steps along the way. Ritalin, short-term Ritalin, blasted my blood pressure up so high, I'm actually kind of lucky I survived. Before I stopped it, my blood pressure was 200 over 100, and that's bad. The higher the number, the gap between your two numbers is the greater the pressure inside of your head. And then the higher number is the pressure on a beat, the low number is the pressure when it's letting go. That low number needs to be pretty low. And 100 ain't low. And that 200 and the big old 100 point gap between them, yeah, that was bad. So, we're gonna be trying me on Concerta, a long-lasting, slow-release form of Ritalin. But I'm going to be taking my blood pressure at 3 hours after I take the meds. Or for me at some point, but yeah. And if my blood pressure starts to go back up, I gotta stop that med instantly. But that's taking the steps and working our way towards something. So it's not the end of the world there. There may be hope that there's medication for me. I feel like I got dead skin over here already. My sincere apologies as I go pulling all the skin off of my lips. Yay on that. Past that, because of my appointment yesterday, I was largely all thrown off on things, and my executive dysfunction was strong. I wanted to do things and could not. I was unable to record anything at all. I was barely able to. I think I played one game. So during that entire 12-hour period, executive dysfunction issues. I'm talking to the label again. Executive dysfunction issues suck. When I'm talking to the can, I wonder if you can really tell, because I'm looking from here to here. So I don't know why I look up there. My sincere apologies. So, let's forget what I was talking about because, hey, I don't have great meds for ADHD yet, so I largely forgotten what I was talking about. One of the things I do want to do today, because it's only 10:49, slow getting up and slow getting ready. So it's been a late day. Because I played this and I had fun with it. It was fun doing all this stuff and learning how to play the game. Because I enjoyed it, I want to figure out a way that I can do it on the table and have my tablet. I need to just pull the stuff off the table, which I do every time. You know, I couldn't have played this unless I'd done that. It takes maybe a minute because I have things. And then I'd have to bring out the 2 tripods, bring out the 2 shower curtain rods, and then balance my tablet on top. But maybe if it's more over there, there'd be less shine. And so less reflections. So we'll have to see. Hopefully there'll be enough light. Oh. But yeah, it's a fun little game. Plus, once again, as I open up the instructions, it's got, this one's hard to see unless you really take a look at this. It's, the red is the background and the black is the highlight, so that's a white beard with a black face, and these are horns, and this is Gamle, is it looks like in English, Gamle, and then Eric. But in the book here, which they give a whole bunch of quick pronunciation tips, it should help you approximate the Danish pronunciations. And so they give a little, I don't know, I'm trying to get that properly placed so you can see how they do that. And so that's why they say Vogter, they say Wachter, ter as in chapter. So, but then when I typed it in and did it on Google Translate and hit the hear it, that was more Vogter. Ooh, it's raining outside, so yeah, I'm glad I'm not out there. But yeah, so there's Vogter. I'm just gonna go with Vogter, right in the middle. And then there's Gamle Eric, who's chasing Vogter through the forest, the guardian. And of course, it's really a cute little meeple, which wooden pieces like this, I guess, you know, you call them meeples, especially if they represent a person, or in this case, an intelligent badger, who is the spirit of the forest, had to inhabit something for some reason. It's in here, I'll even tell you. Here, you'll even get to see this. Get over here, darn your eyes. Reading glasses. And squishy. The squishy was in front of the reading glasses. I look awful in these. God's above. But it's, in Denmark it said, when the rebellious angels were cast from paradise, there wasn't enough room in hell, and so some of them ended up on earth. Those who fell on the hills and mountains became trolls. Those who landed in the forest became, I can't remember how that one's pronounced, elfolk. And that's elefolk. And holras, and those who found themselves in houses became nissa. Some, however, never found a home and roamed the earth as formskifters, able to mimic any living creature. When you use a formskifter and put them down, the devil moves moves a couple spaces towards you, whereas every other player does not. And over the centuries, they learned to like Earth and forget all about their forefathers. The soul of the forest, but the devil, sometimes known as Gamle Eric, old Eric in Denmark hadn't forgotten them. He eventually turned his eye toward the new home, and in order to wield more power over it, he decided to grasp the soul of the forest. To escape Gamle Eric, the soul of the forest decided to embody itself on one of its animals. All gathered to see which one of them would be chosen. The bear was deemed too big, the mouse too small, the fox too cunning. Eventually, the soul chose the most unlikely of animals, the grumpy badger. From this day on, he was to be known as Vogter, the Danish word for guardian. And then, just knowing he is unable to catch the soul of the forest on his own, Gamle Eric has summoned his most vicious minions on his relentless hunt. In order to defeat this demonic pack, Vogter must gather allies, trolls, elfolk, holras, nisses, and formskifters. By joining forces with them, he will be able to defeat the minions and send Gamle Eric back where he belongs. But beware, a dark connection lingers between Vogter's potential allies and Gamle Eric, so each time one of them joins Vogter, Gamle Eric might just get closer to his evil goal. So it's pretty fun, it's pretty simple, it's nice, but the cards are nice. And the thing is, I mentioned that they were in smaller containers because the cards are smaller. I mean, bigger sleeves, so they're a little bit shiny. But that's like one of the things that you have to defeat. Or else it's, yeah, Lindorm with a cost of 4. you need to have 4 allies in the forest. And when you have 4 allies, you choose the Wachters Wrath card, and then you remove this minion out of play, as well as all of your allies from the forest, and they too go into the discard pile with this guy. So it's simple, and it's simple and fun and a good thing. So yay! I was able to see for a while. And then of course there's this side are the healthy trees of the forest you're running through. This side is when a tree is withered, and this side is when a tree is dead and off the table. Yay! So, itchy island. So past that, I have not been doing much. I really didn't do much at all yesterday. One thing I tried to do was make my keyboards connect to my main computer again. Nothing. My Bluetooth adapter sucks so bad it will not even acknowledge the existence of my 2 Bluetooth keyboards that I had bought. Not lately. These are, I mean, they were within the last 6 months, but I went and they had worked before and I hadn't been using them, and so I tried them last night and now they won't connect to that thing. So the Bluetooth adapter is getting more wonky all the time. And I went up to Walmart, which, you know, it's closed, so I go there, I buy food there. And I checked out what they have in the electronics department. They don't have any, to show off any tablet-sized tablets anymore. They're all this big, or telephones. And then you can get one of those thin e-trash Chromebooks. Or you can get the not much better than a Chromebook, but the Microsoft version of the Chromebook. And that's it. Which I wasn't planning on buying anything from Walmart in the first place, but the selection blows, which it's not just there. In the October, November, December period, they were finishing up the renovations, I can't remember what the word is, but they had changed the whole place up so that instead of being a distinctive building on its own with its own identity, because it was not in line with other Walmarts, it had its own look. But it doesn't anymore. Now it looks like every other Walmart that you go into. It's the same. All of the soda areas got moved, food got moved into this area, they moved pet areas so that it's all in line with every other store. And unfortunately, while they made a whole bunch of areas a lot bigger and airier, they did that by just slashing inventory on everything. They may have had 4 or 5 things on one category before that you could go up and buy. Now those categories aren't even there anymore. They just got rid of them. If you want to buy them, there's the website. So yeah, I mean, they used to have laptops, and they used to have desktop units that they were selling. Now it's all the e-trash Chromebook types. Or once again, you know, they run Windows 11, but there's still a Chromebook. It's just barely runs that. So yay! Again, I wasn't planning on going to Walmart to get something, but I need to get something before Windows 10 end of life runs out. I still got over a year. And the computer won't die unless it dies on its own from old age and such. It won't die just because it's end of life. It's just you don't dare connect it to the internet after that because you don't get any more security updates. So, yeah. So, wonderful life. But life is life. I didn't want to go off on just bad things, but I don't really have anything in grasp that I can show off anymore. And I have been thinking on my settings and such like that, not just the solo RPG setting, the whole inside outside razor's edge, to keep myself remembering hopefully if I can remember enough of it until I start Concerta, I'll be able to remember more. So that'll be good. I mean, if you haven't heard everything that happens, even just in the whole cryptid setting, and then my whole inside-outside razor's edge part, just on the cryptid setting alone, I think that's rich enough that you could make a series of books and graphic novels and comics and TV and movies, because it's that rich. And the whole inside-outside razor's edge would be the same. But, I'm not saying I'm special. I'm just saying I'm one person that's been working on one thing, which is no different than anybody else. In fact, I urge you to make me even more just part of the pack. Be creative and create on your own for the love of creating, if nothing else. If you like to create settings, create settings. Get notebooks, create them. Fill notebooks with them. Be creative. You don't have to sell your work. You don't have to make your work for anyone but you. Be creative. If you like to make up characters, fill up notebooks with characters and backgrounds. Whatever you like to do, I urge you to do it. Again, I ain't special. I just talk about it to my camera and then put it online. I mean, I think my setting is amazing. But the next person over is going to have an inside of their head that is just as wild and crazy as mine. And I'd be fascinated to hear what's going on there. So thumbs up. Yeah, it's just I like to talk about my stuff because I've always wanted to be a published professional writer. And then with the cards that I was given, with all of my mental issues and all of the good fun things that come along with those symptoms, I've never been able to. But I still like to develop the stuff in maybe the hopes that with Concerta or some other med that ain't gonna kill me, I'll be actually able to write this stuff. But still, being able to talk it out and then know that at least one or two people out there are hearing it. Thumbs up. Thank you very, very much. It is appreciated. So yeah, right now I'm probably going to be mixing the video in throughout the middle, or maybe just make a short out in the wind trying to do it all before the rain video. I'll probably do it that way and then upload that and then hopefully get the Skoventyr all done. Oh, and I was talking with Woofy in comments and I was mentioning accent, so I'm going to see if I can remember how to do them all. I used to have a minor Scottish accent. And remember, when you're doing something like a Scottish accent, like here, I'm not doing a Scottish accent. I'm mimicking some Scottish person that I followed and listened to so that I could talk like them. I'm not talking like a Scottish person. I'm talking like that person that I learned how to talk like. So when you're doing that, that's what you've got. Because it was the same thing like with the Beatles back when I was a kid. Even though all of them, they've got their own individual ways of talking, they still all had that Liverpool accent. And back when I was very younger, I just say it'll drift. I used to mirror real hard whatever somebody was saying. When if they had an accent, I accented it back, even if I'd never heard it. I was really good at mirroring without knowing why. Let's see if I can remember how to do any others, which right off the bat. Well, I mean, there's the hearts, moons, stars, and clovers type of Irish accent, but it's when you... I can't do it. Well, I used to be able to talk like Call Me Kevin, but one of the big things I'm going to give as a secret on how I've done my accents through the years and done them right on my own after accenting, copying a Scottish type person and getting their accent down. I came across the word mesa. I'd never heard the word mesa pronounced. I pronounced it with a mesa. And then I heard an actual Scottish person say the word mesa, just the exact same way that I had done it. And I went, I feel so proud. But what you're not trying to do is memorize, okay, this sound means you do it this way. This sound you translate into this kind of sound. Because there's one Irish person that I listen to, she's got a different kind of accent. Her accent, she doesn't say the word now or things like that, it's nigh. But what you want to do is not remember things like that. You're trying to get the rhythm and the flow. If you can follow the flow and get the proper rhythm to the flow, you've got the accent. It may sound bizarre and weird, but with the Scottish accent type stuff, it's all just in the rhythm and the flow of the words and the flow of the words within the sentences. Once you've got the rhythm down with any kind of accent that you've got, it's just the rhythm. You're following the flow, even if you've never heard the word before. You've got that flow. So thumbs up on that. And I just wanted to bring that up as just a mild thing. So yeah. So that is it. I am just going to do some, hopefully recording, but rendering and editing and uploading. And I don't think I'm going to do any more of the vibing videos. I mean, I'm getting lucky if I break 50 views on those, but then I'm getting lucky if I break 50 views on anything. My channel died when I had to stop doing music reactions. I had to stop doing music reactions because my mental health, I was falling apart. And I was getting thousands of views on those. But the minute that I had to stop, my channel went right off a cliff. And it has never recovered. In fact, the decline just gets faster and faster. So I understand as well why. It's not just that, but YouTube demands certain things, and the algorithm needs certain things, and changes in culture and the way things are and what people want changes. And if you can't follow that, you're gonna get left behind. And just like when I was trying to write and not realizing that my 5-card poker hand was, instead of being 5 poker cards, was 2 poker cards, 2 gin rummy cards, and the instruction card for how to play Old Maid. Same thing for trying to adapt and make different videos and run with the times so that I could do more and maybe stay ahead of the decline. I can't do that. And I understand that now. So I do what I can it'd be nice. It would be nice to get paid by YouTube. I admit that. And I admit it would be nice to get, hundreds or thousands of views just so that people would hear me talk. Because I'm a human being. I'm a narcissist in that fashion. I am an introvert. I have self-esteem issues, but I'm also in love with the sound of my own voice, and I can talk 24 hours a day. So, thumbs up on that. And of course, if you're a Patreon patron, thumbs up and thank you. Your help is greatly appreciated. Without you, I would be badly, badly hurting. As it is, I am like most Americans, just hurting. Not like most Americans. I'm poverty level, but it's, instead of having my face ground into it, I'm able to go on all fours and watch the ground pass underneath me. So that is a help, and it's better to look at the ground than have your head ground into it. So thumbs up and thank you. For everybody that leaves me comments, thank you so very, very much. I do my best to answer as many as I can, which is not as many as I would like. But every comment that is left, except for the abusive ones, are read and appreciated. Thumbs up, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm very awkward at that moment because I ran out of words, because what do I say past thank you so much? Yay for running out of words. Ooh. Yay for chest pains too. Which, again, you know, it's like I've got so many issues that I don't know what's going on. If the pain on my right side is because of scoliosis or because of something else. As time has been going on, it's been getting more and more cleared up that it's just been the scoliosis pain. But the fact of the matter is, I have scoliosis over here, not bad, but enough that it pulls everything here, and I've got underdeveloped a lot of stuff. Muscles, arteries, etc. And so there is pain and issues with that. And it's, how do I tell? I have anemia. Because of that, I have larger than they should be red blood cells that are overpacked with hemoglobin. You know what one of the side effects of that is? Chest pains. So how do you determine between the chest pain that's from that and the chest pain that's from something you should be paying attention to? Then, of course, with the linings of your lungs, they can also momentarily adhese and then tear. And then that sharp pain. But that happens to everybody too. Anyway, though, we are at 26 minutes in. Thumbs up. Thank you all so very, very much. Please take care. Do your very best. Don't beat yourself up. It's not going to help. So until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is indeed a very, very good thing. Yay! Yeah, it's gonna be a wet day, and I'm gonna be mostly saving my walkies for later in the afternoon, I think. I'll go rumbus.